Going all the way, going all the way. Oh,
I knew you, my number one fan, would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery. But I knew your heart would never waver. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
I just gotta have a power source now.
Don't put it right there on the street.
Where do you want me to put it then?
Put it inside the
Fine.
house, Wade. It rains.
In this house? Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
But I'd say Baylor's got a chance. They were pretty decent last year.
Thank goodness. he almost broke it. If I didn't catch him, of course they're done.
Having a winning record is the point I'm trying to make. Cool. Well, kudos to them. Good job. And I'm not being sarcastic about that as much.
No,
as
I would
that might
be
sound like I'm
happy
being
for
sarcastic.
Nebraska.
That's really excellent, especially that pick of yours. By the way, that was really excellent as well. Well done.
I got distracted by other stuff, and I have never finished playing it. I do want to, though.
You're putting the power generator.
Well, that won't burn the house down.
Oh well.
Wade, I'm never coming to your house. You realize that, right? Just from this
Yeah,
right
I'm
here.
Hey,
Money. Oh boy! 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 Yes! Run! 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 Whee!
I got distracted by other stuff, and I have never finished playing it. I do want to, though.
You're putting the power generator.
Well, that won't burn the house down.
Oh well.
Wade, I'm never coming to your house. You realize that, right? Just from this
Yeah,
right
I'm
here.
What's up, y'all? Obviously. All right.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmonts. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Agent Kieran Estevez, requesting entry. I don't have time for this.
What?
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me. The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Yeah.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Okay, well, it was definitely going in the report. Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs. An experiment? That bodes well. They must all be working on the lower levels. I'll need to head down. This should come in handy.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am.
That's handy.
And this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevez to team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to...
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected in sublevel 5. Staff should see the shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit. A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside. Dr. Darling. I need to get back to the elevator. That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake is not smart. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear. Jules' keycard could be useful. At least the elevator's back. Can't open it from the side.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Do you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impact. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. I don't want to take the entire day talking area of research, and I
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. What the fuck were those things? Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths. Collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I? What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, you can live with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 painting shoes crowd.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Okay, baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were... Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drop.
was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news. Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower. Spatial recurrence usually observes the law of three.
contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding.
Shadow is here. Good thing you brought a flashlight. Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse. Loop 3.
I keep coming back to this page.
What is that? Controllable shifting phenomena.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmots clogging his head.
You said Marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery, hate.
Tell me where they are.
The man in the white coat.
Christ. It's fixated on the Marmots. What did they do? A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Those were was hard last time.
access card. Sorry, but I need this. And there.
Let's go, Domian.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sub-level 1. You copy?
No, turn back. Your area is extremely hostile. Finally, someone who isn't a painting. Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here. So can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. My team was on sublevel 1. I knew they were in danger. The Marmonts turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods. No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Sub-level 1.
You fucking bastard! Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow.
Came up with that. No. My lab treats me like some kind of resistant. A putain d'assistant. You cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches, and then fly back to New York. Espèce de crétin, prétentieux. The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star. And he made fun of the name. Oh, the Shadow. The Shadow is good. It's evocative. He is just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name. Tous ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. I will break it.
Down. Time to move.
Hurry up.
Okay, this should get me down to sublevel 5. And this should get me past any other problems.
What a cool gun.
keep an eye out for more of these. Come on. Finally! Something works on these bastards. Into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Please hold.
This is not level 4. The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shame of a man!
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
Rudolph Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring.
Sublevel 4.
There.
September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist.
The lake house was up.
Feels like my heart already stopped.
Booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle. He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle. He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them.
Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3.
Sublevel 5.
6.
The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced, it was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option. Typical fucking Marmonts.
I know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolph Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
The putrid weight he could never wash away!
The threshold is tearing itself apart. I need to shut this down. The Marmonts are dead. I don't know if that's any sort of consolation, but it's done.
The pain, it was all over him!
Look, I'm sorry. I know you didn't make a choice here. It's not fair, but I have to shut this threshold down before it fractures.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koski, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake!
After the threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmonts were monsters way before the Shadow got to them.
Yeah, no
So at the end of the day, what's
No
the difference?
kidding. No kidding at all.
Deep press, deep press.
Alright. So, news. Here when I do that. Finish. Alright. In 6 hours. I will be playing Fortnite. So I will be back on in 6 hours. Okay? I will see you guys. Video. I will see you guys later.